Hey guys, it's Dick here again today from All Dicked Up, and today I'm going to be giving you a little walk around and a little tutorial on Honda Acty trucks. This is a 1992 Honda Acty that I purchased to replace my Acura. I had an Acura Integra, a 93. I had for a really long time. It's in the intro a lot of my videos. I really loved that car, but I just never really drove it. I needed something I could kind of use for around town. I do a lot of short driving, so I ended up purchasing this bad boy. This is like I said, a 1992 Honda Acty, and these are from Japan. I know that's the first question. The next big question is it legal to drive on the road? 100% in the state of New Hampshire. All you need to do is get a VIN verification and a registration for the bare minimum. I always ask people, if you can, get a title for these, because then it makes it easier for other states. You can import these, you can buy them off other people. They're just like every other rig. You just got to make sure it's over 25 years. This is a 3-cylinder, has about 40 horsepower and is carbureted. Later on, they went to a programmable fuel injection system. Works a little better. But this truck came stock with a 660cc, 40 horsepower, 3-cylinder engine. It's very similar to the Honda D-Series motors. I actually put these 15-inch Acura GSR blades on there. A little something to know, you can stick them on with just a 1/4-inch spacer in the front, but I actually opted for a 1-inch spacer. So if you actually can see, it pokes out just a little bit. I did that just because I go off-road a little bit, and I'm actually planning on putting a little bit wider tire on here. So that's a little bit of forethought for the future. I also put a 1/4-inch spacer in the back just to give me a little bit more room for the bigger tires when I do get them. But as you can tell, it looks really big with 15s. But I wanted to give you guys like a thorough walk around and explain everything on this rig. So here's your access panel. There's 4 Phillips head screws that hold that down for the top of your engine. I'll remove that later in some other videos. If you guys didn't know, the sides fold down on these. As you can tell, there's hinges. There's 3 hinges. The sides and the rear fold down. You can put about 1,000 pounds in the bed. You can look online. A lot of people are running up to 2,000 pounds in the beds of these trucks. So they really can take the abuse. Your fuel is right here. You just run regular 93 in these bad boys. You got a little fuel tank right there. This is all-wheel drive. A lot of people ask. Some of them come with diff locks. This one doesn't have that. It's not an Attack. In Hondas, they're the Acty Attacks that come with the diff locks. But it's a really useful truck. It is right-hand drive. Everyone always asks that. The later versions, this is a 92. A little bit later, they came with air conditioning and everything. This truck does not have air conditioning, and I'm actually waiting on a radio. You could option for air conditioning, and it would go right here. But sadly, this truck does not have it. Kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. It's a manual right-hand drive. As you can tell, the steering wheel looks just like a Civic Wago van. Real-time four-wheel drive, just like the Honda CR-Vs and such of the 90s. You get your little pedals. They're all in the same direction. And everyone asks, well, isn't that confusing driving manual with the opposite hand? Absolutely not. The only thing you're going to mix up is your directionals and your wipers. So if you ever see someone actually turn on their wipers driving right-hand drive, it's probably because they're used to driving left-hand drive. Wipers and directionals are always different. But that's pretty much the basic rundown of this bad boy. You can fit 2 people in it. It'll do about 70 if you really keep your foot in it. 65 is what they say to do, and at that point you're really like bearing into the top of the motor, so you're really racing it. I would say these things are really comfortable around 55, 60 on the top end. I try to keep it below 45, 50. 50 is a real good running speed with this beast. So I would avoid, people ask me if I can go on the highway. Yeah, you could. Should you? No. It's light. American rigs are big. The speed limits up where I am are 70. So you'd be really just flat out just to keep up with the minimum speed. It's not really super safe to do that. So I always tell people, keep them off the highway. Your basic stuff, what we want to know is, how do you check your oil? How does things go? Well, your battery's over here. And then you have your coolant tank right next to it. And then some fun facts for everybody. If you go into the passenger side, go down on the floor right here under this cover, there's a little screw. If we undo this screw, right? Just giving you guys a basic rundown. That's your radiator cap. So just for a little fun fact. But you know, it's a real basic Honda. It's just like a Civic. If you've seen a Civic, you've seen that. And we're just gonna finish screwing this in here. Oh, I'm struggling. Here we go. There it is. And then they got this plastic cover you slide right back on. It's really important to put all your covers and everything back on properly. But yeah, that's basically the truck. I wanted to give you guys a 5-minute rundown. Also, where you check your oil. If you guys are just curious on little fun facts about Actys, there's a little screw cap right here. This is where you check your motor oil. So you just kind of unscrew it, pull out the dipstick, put her back in. Pretty self-explanatory. Again, here's your battery. Here's your coolant tank. You actually can see my little coolant tank in there. This one was cracked. I had to tape it up a little. And you fill your oil from right here. So yeah, there's the basic rundown of the old Acty. Pretty basic little truck. Nothing really crazy and fancy, but it really does the job for me. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video kind of helps you guys fill in the mold of what an Acty is. Maybe just curious, you've seen that I had it on my Facebook and you just kind of want to watch a little video about it, being nosy. Well, thanks for watching. If you guys can, do me a huge favor. Go down and like and subscribe. Throw a comment down below. Tell me how this is a boring video and I wasted your time. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching.